Hi fire signs, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your weekly Law of Attraction and Manifestation reading. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, Spirit and Universe, what are the messages and advice that you have for Aries in terms of what they want to manifest and attract into their life this week, the week of April 30th? What are the messages and advice and guidance that you have for Aries this week of April 30th? What are the messages and advice and guidance that you have for Aries for the week of April 30th in terms of life and love, emotional, spiritual, physical well-being? What do Aries want to manifest this week? Okay, this is what is, what you want, your focus, where your focus is taking you, advice, additional advice to consider. Okay, what is the Moon card reversed. Now this is good because it means that you're coming out of an emotional place. Maybe you've kind of been isolating yourself, maybe there's been confusion, maybe there's been mistrust, and it has been affecting you emotionally, but now you're moving out of that place. Now this week also Mercury is going direct, so you're going to see a shift there, just like you saw a shift when Venus went direct, and it's going to lighten everything up. And Pluto, throughout this summer, Pluto is going to be retrograde, and Pluto is the planet of death and finality, and that's going to be retrograde, which means those energies are going to be opposite, and so it means that it's going to be a really light, fun, airy, exciting, lighthearted summer. So you're already starting to see the benefits of that this week. Okay, now what you want, we have the King of Wands. This is you. You could be this is you working towards, walking towards the future, working to manifest what you want in your life. Actually putting forth the work, putting forth the effort, putting forth the energy. You could also be interested in another fire sign, somebody that's older than you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So that's a possibility also. Your focus is the Page of Swords reversed. Now the Page of Swords represents spying, learning, analyzing, and watching for the purpose of getting clarity. Now it's reversed, so it's almost as if something that you were worried about, something you were thinking about and trying to learn about, you don't care about that anymore. It's as if you're just getting over it. And that speaks really clearly to what is. You're just kind of getting over things, and everything just seems a lot more happy and light this week. So it's going to be a really good week. Where this focus is taking you is to the Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. So you letting go, Aries, letting go of the past, letting go of your worries, letting go of your stresses, letting go of trying to figure something out, and just putting your faith in yourself and putting your faith in life and your time and your management is going to lead you to this place of emotional fulfillment. It's almost as if, and I know this sounds cliche to say, but they always say live in the moment, and that's where you find the true happiness, keeping your energy in yourself and just living in the moment, appreciating moments. But it's almost as if that's what you're doing here. You're not worried about anything. You're not trying to figure something out. You're in a much happier place, and you will get a lot of emotional fulfillment from that. That's exactly what this is saying. Now, advice is the High Priest. This is the card of tradition and organizational structures. It can also be the card of marriage and also seeking guidance from a structured environment. or advice from a spiritual or a spiritual leader. It doesn't have to be a spiritual leader, but somebody that's an expert in a field. You're going to be possibly seeking advice. So for this card to be in the position of the advice position, this is really speaking to a few things. It talks about building that structure in your life, letting go of the past, managing what you can manage, focus on the current moment, but build structure around that. Seek advice from outside counsel or accept and acknowledge advice from outside counsel so you can develop this mode of being happy in the moment and being proud of who you are and being proud of what you're doing. And it's almost as if this leads you to emotional invitations, because the card that's in your additional advice to consider position is the Knight of Cups, and this is someone, possibly a water sign, but this is somebody that has emotional, watery, fluid energies, and it speaks to them approaching you and trying to initiate something, working to initiate something, and it's coming from an emotional place. It's coming from a place of caring. And if you look at this card, he's kind of on the outside, looking into this happy home and happy environment and place that he wants to be, and it's as if he's ready to be there. And so he's prepared himself by how he's dressed, and he's prepared his demeanor, and he's bringing signs of love and affection towards you. So this could possibly be somewhat a love reading. It's more of a reading, Aries, for you to just appreciate moments and acknowledge and accept things that are coming into your life, and stop worrying about trying to control things and focus on controlling yourself and focus on controlling the moments, and by accepting and appreciating and being happy about everything that you do have. And that in turn will lead you to a place of emotional fulfillment. It will lead you to a place of invitations and lead you to a place of structure and guidance. All right, that's it. That was a really great reading. I hope you enjoy this week. And let's move on to Leos. Hi Leos, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your weekly Law of Attraction and weekly manifestation reading for the week of April 30th. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, Spirit and Universe, what are the messages and advice and guidance that you have for Leos this week of April 30th in terms of what they want to manifest and attract into their life in terms of love, physical, spiritual, emotional well-being, financial well-being? What are the messages for Leos this week of April 30th? All right, Leos, this is what you want, your focus, where your focus is taking you, advice, and then additional advice to consider. Okay, what is work and acknowledgement and additional projects and collaboration. Reversed. So you, in your work environment this week, Leos, you may feel a little bit isolated, or you may be feeling the pressure of wanting to add work to your plate, but maybe not having the time and energy and availability to do so. It's almost as if you're wanting to advance and get acknowledgement, but your schedule right now and your energy level right now is in a place where it's not really allowing you to do that. So there might be a little bit of stress this week in terms of your work. Now, what you want is the Five of Swords reversed. This speaks to a lose-lose situation in life. So there may have been a separation in maybe with contracts at work, or an argument or disagreement at work. It doesn't have to be work related. It can also be in your personal relationships, but there's some sort of separation, and it is a lose-lose situation, and people are not happy. Now I'm speaking to this as if this card were upright. Now in your reading, Leos, this is reversed. So what this is really saying is this man right here is kind of the elephant in the room. He is the cause and the reason for the disagreement, the reason why there was a separation, the reason why there was some sort of breakdown. Now, in your reading this week, it's reversed. So what you want is to not even have to discuss this. You want this all to come back together. You want this all to be a win-win situation, and you want to just forget about whatever this argument was, whatever this issue is, whatever this lost contract was. You want to just forget about it and move on with the future, and you want that collaborative environment to come back. So this is probably impacting, so this is kind of impacting this what is situation. And so in response to that, Leos, you are wanting this to just go away and go back to how it was. So in order to do that, and kind of your focus and what you're trying to manifest this week, your focus is the Knight of Pentacles. And this speaks to slow developments, self-assured movements and communications and adjustments in what you are needing to do in order to make the outcome a win-win situation. So this is practical, tactical steps forward. Possibly if there was an argument at work, slow communication to rectify that. Possibly if there was a mishap at work or a contract went bad, slow communication, slow correct steps to rectify that. Now, earth signs, this is the earth energy. Earth signs are very practical, very realistic, very methodical in how they do things. So that's different from you, Leos. You want to just everything to be fixed. You just want to just have one conversation and everything goes away. But sometimes in life you have to take the appropriate steps, make the appropriate apologies, or someone needs to make the appropriate apologies to you and come up with some sort of game plan in order to make something work. And so you could be leading this charge as the Knight of Pentacles, or somebody that's an earth type of energy or a more down-to-earth type of energy may be leading this charge, and it will assist you and everybody else involved in kind of fixing this scenario. Where this focus is taking you, the focus is on fixing it. The focus is on what you're creating a win-win situation. Now, you, as Leos, as fire signs, want everything to be done quickly, swiftly. You want everybody to be on the same page. You also, as a fixed sign, you also just want everybody to agree with you all the time. Sometimes you can think that you're right all the time, and you don't have, it's difficult for you to communicate in a way that other types of people, other types of energies can get on board with you. So that can be very frustrating because you're coming across sometimes as being forceful in your perceptions of things. Now, also because you're Leos, you do tend to think very quickly and swiftly, and you see outcomes and resolutions a long ways away, and you can immediately see the steps that need to be done in order to get there. And usually you are right, but you have to communicate in a way, a slow way, and act in a way, a slow way that other people can get on board with your ideas. So you get frustrated really easily sometimes because people don't see things as clearly as you do. And so you can tend to feel really emotional about a situation, and you can tend to kind of block your communication style and block your thought your thought processes, because you just think that everyone just needs to understand what you're saying automatically and be on the same page as you automatically, and that can be kind of paralyzing for you. The swords represent your head and your thoughts and your ideas and your communication style. And so this realization that you need to do things slower is very frustrating for you this week. But the end game and the goal is very positive. It's just going to be difficult for you. So just realize that. And this also speaks to you maybe taking things to heart more than these impacting you in a negative way, the situation impacting you in a negative way, more so than what other people think is happening. Because they're still seeing you as somebody that's bright and capable and well put together, but inside you may be kind of going all crazy and going all over the place because you just feel frustrated. But just also keep in mind that people aren't viewing you that way. Just really slow down the communication, slow down the processes and implementation styles, and really make sure that as you're trying to get people on board, that they're really understanding what you're saying and what you're doing. And that may take different types of communication. Instead of saying the same thing over and over and getting upset that people aren't hearing you, figure out a way to change your communication style so other people can accept and receive what you're saying. Now, advice. Again, the Ace of Swords, it's reversed. The Ace of Swords means extreme force in love, in hatred, in communication, in thought. Extreme force. Again, Leos, don't take that extreme way of communicating, extreme way of forcing people to get on board with you, because it's not going to work out in your favor. The advice is to, again, don't be so extreme. Slow down. Figure out more creative ways to communicate so people can get on board. I know I keep saying the word get on board, but that's what you're trying to do right here. This is the situation. Something additional to consider, the Chariot. Directed action moving forward. So again, the goal is to start moving in a forward direction. There's two possible ways that you can go, left or right. In this, with the Chariot, there's always two. There's in the traditional Rider-Waite, you have the Sphinxes, and there's the black one and the white one. So there's choices, but it's a swift choice. It's a swift direction. It's a swift decision. And this is you in your mind. So something additional to consider is you already know where you're going. You already know where this project is going and where it's going to end up. You already know how to fix the situation. The trick and the battle here for you this week is communication style. It really is. Being creative in your communication style, warming up the scenario so everyone can start moving and collaborating in the right direction. And frankly, Mercury's going direct this week, so there's a shadow period, there's a standstill period, but Mercury's going to start going direct, so that communication and that understanding won't be so jumbled at the end of the week and moving forward. So just keep that in mind also as you're communicating and as frustrations pop up with this scenario, because it will really start to lighten up, and then everyone will be able to start moving in the direction that you're wanting them to. All right, Leos, well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. How are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your weekly Law of Attraction and Manifestation reading. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me get these shuffled. All right, Spirit and Universe, what are the messages and advice and guidance that you have for Sagittarius regarding what they want to manifest and attract into their life this week of April 30th in terms of life and love, physical, spiritual, emotional well-being, financial well-being? What are the messages and advice for Sagittarius? them, so I'm going to put those back. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, this is what is, what you want, your focus, where your focus is taking you, advice, additional advice to consider. This is good. This is beautiful. What is the lessening of barriers. Your guard is down. You're warming up to a scenario in work or in love or relationships. You're putting your guard down. Your defenses may have been up, but now they're coming down. So you're in a generous, the tension still might be high, but you're in a place where you're willing to at least communicate and talk something through. What you want is justice. And the reason why I said tensions are still high with this card is because you're still wanting justice. You're still wanting someone or a scenario to acknowledge their place and their position in the situation. So if you had a fight with a loved one, you're still wanting that apology, but you're at least willing to hear what they have to say, but also expecting that there's going to be some sort of apology or some acknowledgement of wrongdoing. And it's going to work out in your favor. Usually the Justice card means it's going to work out in your favor. You also could be involved in some sort of legal battle that you're wanting to be the winner in that case. Your focus is the Ace of Pentacles, so you are looking forward to new beginnings, sturdy, well-grounded beginnings. You're looking forward to growing something and building something. Again, this can be work, life, or love, anything, but you're looking forward to this beginning. Where this focus is taking you is to the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and this speaks to, and because it's connected to this Ace of Pentacles, this is speaking to you feeling like your life isn't in the right order that you're wanting it to be in. You want more stability. You want more financial stability that will allow you to enjoy your life the way that you're seeing that you want to. So this new beginning could be getting a new job, getting another job, or meeting somebody that's already stable, because this card also, when she's reversed, it's somebody that doesn't really want to be alone. So even if you're in a relationship, you want that stability to come in. You're willing to work for it. You're willing to aid in that and become a part of building something. And you want to come out a winner on top. And so that's what this is you wanting to increase your stability, increase your comfortable surroundings, and increase your connections, and ultimately be in a scenario where you are happy being with somebody. Advice is the Five of Cups reversed. So this is beautiful energy because this means that you're starting to really focus on the positive aspects of the situation. And you are, because your guard is down. You still want to be the winner, but your guard is down. You're open to resolution. And then something additional to consider is the Seven of Cups. So this speaks to options, looking for guidance as you look for options. You want some sign or some, like a light bulb moment that says, this is the person for me. This is the job for me. This is what I want. I have all these options, and I'm thankful and grateful for these options. I'm happy, but I need a little bit something more to tell me and give me direction on what to do. All right, Sagittarius, well, that was a good reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy your week. Welcome to May, and thank you so much. All right, bye.